revelation. How to get a gone. Teach you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I admit. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take. Yeah, do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, dog? I hate them that's hating on them, and they both. I hate them hating on them, and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yeah. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Hey. Hey. What's that on that beat? Monster! Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was pass interference. Padlock around the building. Pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before.
Hi, and thanks for being with us tonight as we get ready for Hoops, brought to you by 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. Welcome in, Hoops fans. Glad to have you with us. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. It's Bridges on the wing. No good on the triple. Pass to Cassell. There's the three. He buries it from three.
Well, look, just a few years ago, that's a bad shot. Not anymore.
Some nice passing by Albuquerque here. Three-pointer, Bridges. Omaha pulls it in.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Stolen by Bridges. Noel with it. Now Doncic defending. Fires from the wing. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Love his selflessness to spread the rock around.
Durant for three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for Omaha. And that one's good. Cassell.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And that one's good. Cassell. Cassell's got 8.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Doncic. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Bridges. Down low. Pass to Person. To the right side. Bridges outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Cassell. Shoots over Randall. Cassell misses. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And that one's good. Cassell.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Now here's Durant. He has 6. Pass to Bridges. Albuquerque needs to get off a shot here. Here's Person with the tip. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Omaha leading by 4. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. It's Bridges on the wing. Puts up a 3. And it's Bird with a rebound. Shot on the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Omaha out in front, up by 4, and back to the... If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Omaha, what's your take so far?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Out to Bridges. Over Jones. And the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, so solid from the mid-range. Bridges understands when to rise up from there.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Fires for 3. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. Pass to Noel. He nails it, and we're tied. Noel's got his second basket.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
And here's Bridges. There's the triple. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. There's Young with the 3.
That's the product of hard work. Young has turned herself into a knockdown three-point shooter. Impressive.
To the middle. And Noel hammers it down.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So both teams making some changes here. Omaha with the ball. Jones with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. The 3 ball. Adams grabs the miss. Pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Good effort by Randall to get up the floor and make himself available.
Now Turner. Good ball movement here by Omaha. And it's Randall with the jam.
And what an excellent way to end that possession. There was some power on that throwdown.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, excellent work on the offensive glass. Turner punishing the defense for not boxing him out.
Here's Adams. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Omaha with the ball. Here's Johnson. Randall pulls down the board.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's Davis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
And 1:01 left in the second. Jacks up a three. Excellent D there from Davis. And here's Albuquerque now. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Randall. Omaha pulls it in.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. There's Davis with the three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Left side, Davis. Harris, right side. That'll count. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Albuquerque out in front. They lead by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Lets it go. Cassell misses. Albuquerque leading by 4. Pass to Harris. Now Randall to the inside. And there's another one for Albuquerque.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Randall has a nice feel for the game and is willing to keep his teammates involved.
A quick shot there. It's off target. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Inside. And it's Randall with the jam.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Adams inside. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And again, no good by Omaha.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Albuquerque leading by 8. To the paint. Here's Randall. Oh, he just jammed.
Tried to figure out whose turn it was to pay, but they never.
A reminder that we are in season 1. There are 5 weeks remaining.
MC.
It's the NBA. Now let's go to Jennifer Keene. NP, you guys are going up against one of the most explosive offenses of the association. What do you have to do to keep them in check?
In check. In check. See, that's the first mistake people make, right?
Back to you, Kevin.
Hey, Jen, thanks so much. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for the Celtics, dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Pritchard and White are their guards. And it's MP in at the 5. We've seen it already this season. MP has an elevated intent to win. Anytime. And again for 3.
And his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the Aces.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance NP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, a player almost a decade younger. Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. He can fit in defensively. He could be a long-term contributor, guys.
Yeah, he's more than capable. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. With a screen on White. For 3, Bridges, and the Knicks miss again.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Captain Clutch's got 7 points.
I like MP's shot selection by just outstanding at understanding when to look to score.
Here's Anunoby. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
He was all alone on that one.
Boy, not a big shot there. Jaylen Brown saw the last triple go in, and he had to get one of his own.
Towns sets the pick for Bridges. A 3. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Bridges. He has 7.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the basket by NP.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Now, let's go courtside for a report on NP's history-making season.
Thanks, guys. Well, his hot shooting this season has brought him within sight of the single-season high watermark for triples made. And while it's something he's cautious of, he said he's trying to keep his focus squarely between those lines. Guys?
Yeah, I like that approach. A very good approach. Thanks. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Sam Hauser comes in for White, and it's Simons in for Pritchard. And then for New York, Robinson's checked in for Josh Hart. Clarkson comes in for Bridges, and Miles McBride subbed in for Shake Milton. Towns, no luck.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good.
Good, another from 3.
He's been hitting threes at a very high level, and we haven't seen many better from beyond.
That last triple ties him for the 4th most made in a single season. Boston leading by 7. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first. It's up a 3. Connects again from distance.
This is amazing. That moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often. Brown the pass to Captain Clutch. Driving to the basket.
That's MP with some bad intentions on his way to the cup.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Some changes for Boston. Reinhardt's checked in, and Derek White subbed in for Brown. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Bridges is checked in for OG Anunoby. A three-pointer is right. On target.
Yeah, to me, it's always a great sign when the three ball is falling for Jordan Clarkson.
Captain Clutch. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Bridges passes to Towns. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Towns finds McBride. A three-pointer, no good. Boston leading by 11. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. Sinks the triple.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Clarkson for 3. And the rejection by MP. And so it's Boston with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
We've got Derek White, also Anthony Simons out there. And it's Garza in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Boston 5.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Again, Simons missing. Knicks trail by 14. Here's McBride, and it's blocked. Outside, White. Pass to Simons. Here's Garza for 3. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Here's McBride. White covering. Now Yabusele. Bridges, no one around him. And the three ball is good. Bridges has got 5 points so far.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Browns check in for Boston. Richard comes in for Anthony Simons. And then for New York, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Yabusele. And Anunoby subbed in for Miles McBride. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Knicks, trailing by 13. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Nailed from three-point land. White's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, on the catch-and-shoot game, Derek White, very assertive, ready to react.
And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek White, doors converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Kevin?
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Back to Pritchard. Brown outside. They grab their own miss. Garza gets the bucket. Garza's got 4 points in the quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. MP's checked in for the Celtics. Tatum comes in for Sam Hauser. Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. Shake Milton comes in for Mikal Bridges. We've got 1:13 left in the second quarter. On the wing, Anunoby. Inside, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Celtics.
Boston leading by 19 points. Tatum dishes to MP. His three-pointers off the mark. Gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Towns kicks to Anunoby. Hart left side. Shoots it up. Hands the shot with nobody near him.
Such a selfless player. Anunoby isn't focused on his own shot. He's looking to create.
A three from MP. Drains the three-pointer. Captain Clutch's got 26 points.
And they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And that one's good. Towns.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target. He will do the rest.
This one for 3. Good. Another from 3.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA. Now tied for 3rd all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. And no good that time. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Celtics out in front, delivering the blowout. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're measuring up the shot. Nice call.
Hello, everybody, and for the West, Nikola Jokic.
With Joker, because of his size and skill level, even great defenders have it hard. He can post you up, he can hit the three, he does it all.
And you think about how good a shape he's in now, I wouldn't mind trying the Jokic plan myself. And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Boston Celtics.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but, boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court for the Knicks. Bridges out there with Shake Milton. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in at the power forward. Tatum passes to Captain Clutch. And again for 3.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for 3rd most threes in a season. And that one's good. MP.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Hart. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Bridges outside. Hart outside. Towns high post. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 19 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
And Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the 4 major sports in the city and the tradition of success, it is no wonder they are so committed.
Pass to Pritchard. Now, here's MP. From outside the arc. Good! Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Here's Hart. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Celtics have gone a spotless 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Here's Milton. Still without a basket. Pass to Towns for the three. And Boston with the rebound.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Well, the catch-and-shoot game is definitely in the bag of MP.
And the shot is good.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Brown. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years. Loading up for a title run. And they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit, will they?
The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Robinson's checked in for New York. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
And so they foul intentionally. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin,
going with almost an entire new group. Towns, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Gary Payton. Bridges, he's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Shake Milton in for Miles McBride. We've got Anthony Simons. And it's Captain Clutch in at the 5, down low. That's the Boston 5. Drains it from beyond the arc.
all night. He just won't let up.
And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
Milton finds Towns. And Towns throws it down.
I'll tell you, so many different aspects to his offensive arsenal. Towns flashing solid handle ability.
Got that one up quick. MP's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night. Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
The 3 from MP. The Knicks pull it in. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the fourth. And finished off by Yabusele.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it. Oh, terrific pass right there. Your teammate just walks right into it.
And 1:01 left here in the fourth quarter. And here's MP for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some. Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Celtics passing it around. And the dunk by MP.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
To the middle. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And Milton's got the ball here for the Knicks. Bridges outside. Yabusele setting the screen for Bridges. And just miss after miss right now. And here's MP for three. It's good.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt.
Welcome back, MP.
Hey, Tess.
If you're looking to test yourself, I've got a...
gonna do it again. Gotta do right, son, it ain't right. Gotta do right. Come on, if you make sure you're connected, the writing's on the wall. But if your mind's neglected, stumble you might fall, stumble you might fall, stumble you might fall.
go.